food can be so much more than fuel for my training. I personally view food as a great way to experience different cultures and get together with people that I like. But in my daily life, I like to use food as a tool to create good energy and feel strong. This helps me show up for every single training session 100% ready. By the end of this video, I want to have provided you with the thoughts behind the food that I eat to optimize my training. I'm therefore going to take you with me on the next couple of days so you could get a feel of what I use as fuel for my training. Good morning and welcome to this beautiful Sunday. Today we are going out for a run in preparation for the Seoul Marathon, but just before that I want to show you what I eat for breakfast. I just finished up making my breakfast and as usual, it is oatmeal with a sliced banana on top. And besides the oatmeal, I will of course also be drinking a glass of iced coffee. The reason that it is iced coffee instead of regular hot coffee is actually just because I don't have a coffee machine here in my apartment in Korea. So this is a great opportunity for me to still be able to have coffee at the apartment because I can buy these single packages of coffee. And for all of you runners out there, you know that coffee is an essential for a good morning routine before a long running workout, because the coffee sort of get the system going so you can handle some business before going out and running. The reason that I get up 5 o'clock in the morning is because I am preparing for the Seoul Marathon, which I'm running in just under 4 weeks. And on race day, we are going to start 8 o'clock in the morning. So therefore on race day, I would be getting up 5 o'clock in the morning and having my breakfast so it has time to settle in before the start goes. And therefore I'm practicing every Sunday the actual racing plan that I intend to use on race day. Some of you guys maybe think that I'm crazy for getting up 5 o'clock in the morning on a regular Sunday, but I personally want to stack all the odds in my favor on race day, and that also includes me getting up in the morning and training my body to consume a huge breakfast at 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's not that uncomfortable to do on race day. In terms of the run we are doing today, we are going to run 10 minutes warm-up, then 60 minutes in pace 4:20, then 3 times 5 minutes in pace 4 with 3-minute breaks in between, and then just 1 kilometer cool down. As usual, I will always be walking an additional kilometer after my big running efforts, just to give my legs an extra time to cool down, and it's also a great time for me to just appreciate the run that I just completed. So in approximately 2.5 hours, I will be starting my warm-up, and then about 8 o'clock the training will start. For the run today, I'm going to carry 5 energy gels with me so I can consume a gel every 20 minutes. One of the gels is this Korean gel because I still have one left from the batch that I bought, and the rest of the gels are these honey stingers that I bought on Amazon. I have 2 of them with the gold taste and 2 of them with fruit smoothie taste. I think that the honey stingers are okay, but it is definitely the fruit smoothie taste that is the best of the 2. A little point that I want to mention about getting up so early is that you can get so much work done in these 2 to 3 hours. Because it's so early in the morning and the weekend, there is nobody to talk to and no distractions, which makes it much easier to, for example, do an assignment or edit a video or everything like that. So now I will just let the food settle in, and then I will catch you when we are ready to run.
My face above the water, my feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. I'm slowly drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave. I'm slowly drifting above the water. My feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. I'm slowly drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave. I'm slowly drifting.
Okay, so I just finished up my run and now I'm walking the 1 kilometer to cool down my legs. I ran 22 kilometers in 1 hour and 38 minutes. So that was the pace of 4 minutes and 21 seconds per kilometer. If I'm not mistaken, I actually did my personal best half marathon, which was just above 90 minutes. So that's pretty nice. Now I will just finish the walk and then I will see you inside the apartment. While I was out running, I consumed the 5 energy gels, which means that I had plenty of carbohydrates during the run. So because of that, I'm actually more concerned with getting some nice protein in my system at the moment, which is why I eat this Greek yogurt as the first thing I do when I come in after the run. This container of Greek yogurt is 450 grams, so I will probably eat half of it. This way I get some good proteins in the system and my body can begin to work with them while I do my stretching and get in the shower, and then I will get a proper sized meal after the shower. The second thing that I am concerned with is getting enough water in my system, so I rehydrate probably after my training. I just came out of the shower and cooked up some lunch, and this is what it looks like. So this is actually a very typical lunch for me, which consists of some meat, tofu and vegetables. So I eat the tofu and the meat to get some good proteins, and then I add on all the vegetables to get a nice range of different nutrients. The specific vegetables I choose is pretty much the cheapest ones that I want to eat from the supermarket. So I just start by pan frying some onions, bean sprouts, eggplant and mushrooms. I then fry some pork with the tofu and add on some spices, a little bit of soy sauce and some garlic. And then when the meat is ready, I just add back on the vegetables and we're ready to eat. Then because I did such a challenging workout today, I also add a few extra carbohydrate sources on the side. And today I opted for 3 large sweet potatoes that I microwaved, and I find these to be so delicious. For now I will dive into this meal and then I will see you when it's time to eat again. Okay, so I'm just about to cook up dinner and I just wanted to let you know what I plan to eat. So my dinner is actually just going to be exactly the same as the lunch, with the meat and the second half of the block of tofu with all the vegetables. The only thing I'm gonna change is that instead of the soy sauce, I'm just going to use gochujang on the meat because this is incredibly tasty. And then I will also be eating 1 pack of this rice because tomorrow morning I know that I'm going to do a swim training that is not going to be that intense. It's just going to be some technique training. So therefore I can easily do the training fasted in the morning. And because I know I'm going to do my training faster tomorrow morning, I will just put in some extra carbohydrates in the form of the rice, especially because I did such a challenging workout earlier today. I just finished making my dinner and this is what it looks like. The only thing I forgot to mention before is that I also added 2 eggs to the mix of vegetables just to get some extra protein in. And as I mentioned before, besides the vegetables and the protein, I'm also going to be eating this pack of rice to get some extra carbohydrates in the system so I can fill up my glycogen storages for tomorrow's training. So now I will be eating my dinner and then I will just chill for the rest of the evening, and I will catch you in the morning before the swim. Good morning guys, so it is Monday morning and as I mentioned yesterday, I am on my way over to do my swim training, and today is just going to be some technique training to improve my balance and stability in the water. After the swim I will do a bit of strength training and then afterwards I will catch up with you when it's time to get some breakfast. Okay, so my swimming pool is apparently closed and I think it will be open at 9 o'clock, but I'm not sure because I can't really read any signs here in Korea. But the plan is now to get home and get some breakfast and then just do some practical work. And then I will head down back here 9 o'clock to do the swim and strength training. Okay, so I just returned home and prepared my breakfast, and it is this omelette. And it is just my classic omelette of 3 eggs, a bunch of bean sprouts, and then a can of tuna. And then I will also be having my oatmeal with a sliced banana on top. And this is an absolute staple in my breakfast. And with all this, I will also be drinking a iced coffee again. Now I will get this down and then I will head over and do my training in a couple of hours. Okay, so I just finished up the swim and I did the 1,000 meters of technique training. And then I did an additional 1,000 meters that was just freestyle, because I thought now when I was in the pool, I just wanted to get a little more out of it. And then after the swim, I did a strength training routine that consisted of 2 exercises of push, pull and legs each. Then I did 1 round of calf raises and leg raises. And then I ended up with a bicep and tricep superset. So overall a nice workout, and now I'm headed home to get my computer because I have a lecture later on today at the school. So that is where I'm headed next. Okay, so I'm just about to head out the door and go to school. But since I have about 30 to 40 minutes to get to my school and I plan to eat lunch there, I just wanted to show you that between now and then I'm going to eat 2 of these sticks of crab meat just to get a bit of protein in me after the training, so my body can begin to work with the proteins while I get to school to get the proper lunch. Apparently today is a national holiday here in Korea and there is absolutely no lectures at school. So I am just on my way back to the apartment because apparently I shouldn't even have been here today. But since there is a holiday, the cafeteria at the school was closed. So that actually led to a very positive thing because I had to find lunch somewhere else. And that led to me finding a really nice restaurant just around the corner here from the campus. So that is quite nice and definitely a place I want to visit again. In terms of what I got, I was served a tofu and tuna spicy stew with rice and some other side dishes as well. And it was, like most of the Korean food, very tasty. So now I will just head down and catch the bus and then drive home. Okay, it is time to eat dinner, and as you might have guessed, it looks pretty similar to the thing that I had yesterday. Again, I will start by pan frying some onions together with some bean sprouts, and then I will add the eggplant again. Then I will be frying meat and tofu together with some spices and garlic. And at last I will be adding some tomatoes to the mix. So I just finished up making dinner and this is what it looks like. So the reason that I don't add these extra carbohydrates as much today as I did yesterday is because I didn't do that much of intense training earlier today. And tomorrow is just going to be a 15-kilometer easy run in the morning. So I will also be able to do that faster as my initial plan was this morning. And because I got a pretty good amount of rice at the restaurant for lunch, then I don't need to add these extra carbohydrates because my body will already be filling up those glycogen storages from the rice in the lunch. So I will much more prefer to focus on protein for dinner, so my body can repair and prepare as much as possible. This is going to be the last meal of today and the last meal of this video. So I really hope you enjoyed it and found some useful information throughout the video. If you did, please hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. And besides that, I want to wish you all a great weekend. Take care.